The year is 2005, and we are going to talk about the weatherman. To my right is
Christopher Lee.
To my left is
Bran Bran.
I am Brian Lee.
I just now realized I hope this laptop isn't covering you.
That's okay.
There you go.
Notice me.
Beer for this episode. Very fitting for the weatherman. Mm-hmm. Christopher Lee picked up Goose Island's Parka Porter. Let's see. Mild caramel sweetness with chocolate notes and velvety body. You know what word I hate? Mouthfeel.
Mouthfeel?
Yeah, that's a thing.
Yeah.
Especially with wine.
Yeah.
Really?
And now with beer, it's just mouthfeel.
No,
Like,
I don't like that one bit.
Yeah.
Go ahead and try this.
Yeah, go ahead and do that while 5.3%. And your thoughts?
I like it.
Okay.
It's good.
I was wanting you to talk so I could drink it.
It's good. Oh, there's a little bit of caramel at like the aftertaste.
Yes.
I had a
Yeah.
oh, what's that stuff called? Dragon's milk.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
But the salted caramel.
Oh,
yeah.
really?
And that had a nice aftertaste of
Caramel?
caramel.
Cramel.
Cramel. Ah, give me those cramel apples.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, they released a bunch of good ones, like a banana one or something, like a orange one. Good.
I don't know about the banana one.
Come on now.
Well, I don't like banana things. Like
Banana bread?
Banana candy is basically my
Reference.
I don't like banana.
Like banana chips.
Banana chips.
Those are good. Like dried bananas.
Yeah.
Like I can have
Like
like
banana candy. Are you talking about like
Taffies?
runts? Are you talking about like runts?
runts, Laffy Taffies, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, no, thank you.
Yeah, banana Laffy Taffy's no good. But
Yeah.
that's the only thing I can think. I love bananas.
Me too. That's the thing. Like banana flavored put into other things. Like maybe it's the artificialness of it.
Yeah.
I just don't like. Because like you said, banana bread I like. Yeah, that kind of stuff's good. Just like maybe the candy is my no go.
Banana.
Anyway,
Banana pudding.
no. Well, pudding's gross.
What?
Oh, because of the texture.
Yeah,
and,
yeah. I'm like, yeah.
You don't like jiggly things.
No, I don't like Jello either. Ugh.
Not even Jigglypuff?
That's my Jigglypuff impression. Yeah.
I heard angels.
Thank you.
Keywords for this movie.
Weather.
Man.
The.
Drinks.
We're so clever.
Yeah.
It's like we do it every episode.
Like your words. Weatherman. So you're half right. Failure.
Wow. Coming in hot.
Yeah, I indeed knew
about
the
right.
heat. New York City, which is not what you'd expect, but
Yeah.
all right.
Oh, yeah. Because good.
Yeah.
What is it? Good. Not Good Morning America.
Hello,
America. Yeah.
Funeral in the Rain.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert.
It's more like. I thought when we first did like the plot keywords, it'd be like individual words. Now we're getting into like
Phrases.
Yeah.
But
Key
I think,
phrases.
if I remember correctly, if you go ahead to IMDb and click Funeral in the Rain, it'll bring up every in quotes movie that has Funeral in the Rain.
Would you look at that?
I will.
And the last keyword was corn dog.
Corn dog.
Corn dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like his hair.
Yeah. It's very let me speak to the manager mom dude.
Yeah. It reminds you guys ever I think it was Spider-Man 3 with what's his name?
Not Topher Grace.
he was in it. He was in it.
Toby Maguire.
Yeah.
Yes. When like he
When he's
becomes
emo?
emo and that's what it reminded you of.
Yeah.
And I was just like, yeah. Those so
More
dumb.
emo stuff.
Yeah.
This does take place in Chicago, right?
Yes.
Okay, just making sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wasn't sure at first, and then further on, I was just like, oh, I guess.
Once I saw the Willis Tower.
Yeah, Willis.
It's this year. What you talking
They
about?
just had to, they named it after him. Yeah, they did.
After, what's his name?
Gary Coleman?
No.
What's Gary?
No.
I know.
Todd Brooks?
Todd Bridges.
Todd Bridges? I think you're right.
Todd Bridges, yeah.
Yes.
Todd B.
Named after him. Little known fact.
Yeah, there you go.
Go Google it. But don't reply back to us.
Was shot in Chicago. And actually a surprisingly amount of like, oh, I know where that is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I had a couple of those moments too.
And in the very beginning, when he drops off his daughter and she buys cigarettes or whatever, which we'll get to, he actually drops her off at the Evanston Mini Mart, which I now live in Evanston. So I was like, look at that. Twinsies.
I thought you were going to say you live in the mini mart.
I live next to the cigarettes.
You're famous.
So I forget which episode I laughed at the thought of you being a father.
Yes. I think it's episode 32 or 33.
I now question myself as to whether I would be a good father. Because I fucking hate this little girl, dude.
Yeah.
Yep.
She's not likable.
She is, I get why she's like that. Because remember the part where like they were still married and like they're fighting and she's like crying in bed with a pillow over her head?
That's fine.
Yeah.
Well, her being emotional.
I'm glad she cried.
Right, that's fine.
Yeah.
But it's just like...
When Michael Caine is like, oh, she's overweight. It's like,
When he said that, I lost it. Like, like he's like, how's your daughter? And Nick Cage is like, oh, she's okay. He's like, she's not.
Yeah, because like, I mean...
Batman.
She's overweight. And I guess, when a child is overweight, you can't really hold them accountable so much because they don't, I mean, they can't filter that sort of thing. It's like, it's whatever their parents kind of feed them,
Oreos. I love Oreos. Yeah, of course.
Easy.
I do.
I saw this picture. Someone's just like, I finally found out what the center tray is for. Salsa. So it's like an Oreo tray. Yeah. It's the two side trays. It's the cookies.
Yeah.
But they're like, I found out what the center tray is for. Salt. I'm like, that's disgusting. Anyways, but yeah, okay. So, all right. So she's fat. So I'm like, okay, I can't hold that against her, but I still don't like it.
Yeah.
But then she's smoking.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, you're kind of scummy.
Yeah.
But then, just like when they're doing the archery classes, and after every fucking shot she goes, ow. Okay, that reminds me of a couple drum students that I used to have like just like they would do that, like they would accidentally hit their hand or like I'd smack them against the head and they're like, ow. No, I didn't do that. Beat kids on the beat. Yeah, it just like that whiny mentality. It's just like, I don't know, just like like one time, ow, but like every fucking time.
Yeah. Well, and she had a horrible archery instructor there too. The guy's like, well, just shoot the arrow. No, I'm agreeing with you. I'm just saying she sounds
like your team daughter, and I don't like that.
I'm team Brandon.
I'm team Edward. But then when they do the whatever. But when they do the three-legged race,
that was so weird.
And that was weird. But then she's like, Nick Cage is like, hey, we gotta finish. It'll be because like they trip and whatever. Now, granted, I guess she tore her ACL and MCL.
Yeah.
Okay, but it's just
pretty brutal.
Yeah.
He's like, oh yeah, you need to finish, because it'll teach her a life lesson. Yeah. But then she's like, why did you make me finish? You shouldn't have done that. And it's just like, it was just so whiny. And once again, I get it. She was hurt, but it's just like, but also at the same time, like, it's not like she was carrying all the weight.
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't like this little girl. Which questions?
Well, I mean, from what I was like, she wasn't like, Nick Cage wasn't really a great parent to her. The mom wasn't, you didn't really see him parenting. Like Nick Cage, let's go shopping. I'll buy you $1,000 worth of clothes. Now I'm a good dad.
But he was trying.
Thank God we had that wardrobe montage.
He was trying, but he could have raised his voice many times throughout and said, no, you're not doing
he sees the cigarettes in her purse. And
it's just, I don't know.
We'll get to that montage.
I liked it when he was doing it's the beginning. I liked when he was doing like his weatherman like movements.
Yes,
his routine. I'm just like, oh, this is
yeah. Just kind of
He's like, it's like I have a pretty easy job. I kind of just stand around.
Yeah. and he says that like he never went to. He's not a meteorologist.
No, he just says things and he gets paid like over $200,000.
Yeah.
Now, do you think when he was waiting in line at the DMV and he didn't want to, the guy's like, hey, I know you.
Yeah.
Nick Cage pretending not to be who he was that a dick move on his part?
I don't think so.
You don't think it was a dick move?
Not really.
I mean,
I'm a very like, I'm kind of a private person too.
Yeah.
So I kind of put myself, I guess, in his shoes. Like I wouldn't want like this.
But here's the thing.
So you work okay. When you work retail, where you work in the public, and you have a customer that is a regular, and you know this person, and you might know him by name. You're not friends, but you know him by name. You're social, and then on a weekend you're not working, or you're out shopping for yourself, and you run into that person,
right?
You know, and they want to stop and have a 20-minute conversation with you. That's kind of where I'm just like, listen, like. I do know I put that in the kind of the same categories. Like, listen, dude, I'm here. I want to go home. I'm here shopping. I'm in my like, be in your pajamas. Just that kind of stuff, you know. It's just
go shopping in your pajamas a lot?
No, but I think I'm going to from now on. I just said it. I'm like, that's a great idea.
That sounds really comfy.
That's just where I put it. But like I said, I think I'm on the opposite end of more people.
So you're a TV weatherman.
Yeah.
So I think. You're kind of you're putting yourself out there because the guy at the DMV just wants an autograph. So Nick Cage says, oh, I'm not that guy. So he's lying to him.
Yeah.
So I think he kind of screws himself over. Like, he's already putting himself in a bad light.
Maybe the way he did it, I don't agree with. Maybe he shouldn't have lied. Maybe like, yeah, that's me. I'm just here for this.
Right.
Nice to meet you. And then that's it. You didn't have to be a dick about it and lie, but still like.
But also they're waiting in line. I mean, what else does he have to do? Just sign the just give him an autograph.
I guess so. Yeah. I don't know. I don't. I just think it's because where I just don't want to interact. So.
Lots of bros.
Yes.
Bro, why do you gotta be a dick, bro?
Yeah.
By only in that one scene, right?
Yeah, that's it. That's it. Just in that one, yeah. From the guy.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, and as one of you mentioned, Michael Caine is his dad. Mm-hmm. I was very happy about that. Mm-hmm. Michael Caine.
I'm just like, Batman? The whole time. Batman?
Bruce Wayne. Some people won't watch the weatherman. Michael Caine.
Enjoy him.
What's the trick to talk like Michael Caine? You say my cocaine?
Oh,
I think. My cocaine.
Oh, yeah. There you go. Oh, I'm proud of you.
And also.
I even wrote, yeah, so what if you're on TV? That's my. So what if he's on TV?
Oh,
what if he doesn't want to be bothered?
Why would people want his autograph?
Yeah, so what if he's on TV? Don't bother the guy.
Not everyone is on TV.
I just think people.
Not everyone has their great own podcast.
I just think people are people. I figured this much. I just think people are people are just people. You know. You don't know what when you see somebody on TV, they're all great. This guy looks like a great guy. You don't know if he's the worst person in the world. You don't know how they are when they're not on TV.
Yes, very true.
Right.
So you can't go up to somebody and assume that they're going to be that person you saw on TV.
Does he even say something like that? Like
he might have, yeah.
Like because when you're on TV, people feel like they know you.
Exactly. Yes. Exactly. Yeah. And you don't know people on TV unless you know them personally.
Right.
You don't know who these people are.
I think it's at the DMV still. So I think it's 2005 that the movie is 2005. Yeah. I don't know if this takes place in 2005.
I think so.
I thought
No. I don't think so because when he bought something for daughter was this he used that credit card.
The knuckle drag. That's why I was talking about it.
But then there was like internet.
Yeah.
So I'm just like,
and they had cell phones.
Yeah. Yes, exactly. So I'm just like, where?
Well, judging by the car he had, I think it's like current day. So it's just like
I feel like we were past knuckle dragger technology.
Yeah, that's I'm on the same page there too. I'm like, you shouldn't. Yeah, exactly. Just put your chip in the machine. They did not have that yet.
Yeah, because I think I started working at Kiss the Sky. Oh no, that was in 2007. Yeah, Kiss the Sky had one of those, not a knuckle dragger. So,
No, when I had my high school job at Walgreens in like 1997, we didn't even have one of those. It was take your card and slide it through. There was no knuckle. Yeah, so it was just weird to see. I wonder who makes those decisions.
Right.
You know, like, oh, I got a good one. No technology.
Another unlikable character in the movie, Don the counselor.
yeah.
Counselor. Yes. Yeah.
Well, his first lines is, "You're looking for clothes? I'm looking for clothes."
Yeah, that whole like him talking to the son and the friend. I'm just like, this is super obvious.
I knew
weird.
right
Me
away.
Too. Yep.
Something creepy.
That counselor is weird. I think he wants action. That's what I wrote down. So right when I saw him.
So one line is, "You're looking for clothes. I'm looking for clothes." And then the very next line is Don Bode a pedophile? What's with that?
Yeah.
Did he have a mustache?
Yes.
I remember he had glasses. That's all.
Yeah, he had glasses.
No, wait. I don't know.
Did he have a mustache?
Anyway, I didn't really like any of the characters in the movie. So
Michael Caine.
Well,
Yeah,
I always
Caine.
liked him. Just no matter what, I like him.
Was he? What was his deal? Was he was a Pulitzer or no?
He was a writer. Yeah, he won the
Right, but
Pulitzer
he won
Prize.
Pulitzer Prize, is that what it was?
He played golf with was it Jimmy Carter or something? He was a national treasure. No, that's not.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
He must have found him in the crypts.
They must have found him in the crypts. I mean, it was a huge crypt. He was probably in a sarcophagus.
over here. Hello. I'm behind the sarcophagus. Ah, boy. When he drops off, when Nick Cage drops off his daughter, yes. When he drops off his daughter, the first time that we see his wife, is it a really strange dialogue?
Yes.
Like, I don't know. I mean,
That's the thing. I was trying to figure out, like, they're married, not married, divorced.
Yeah.
Married but separated. Like, I was very confused with what the relationship was.
but the kind of capper to that scene is when she's going back inside the house. Mm-hmm. And does he yell snowball?
No, he just yells her name. But then she turns and he whips a snowball and
You turned into it. You turned into it.
What was his end goal there, though?
I don't know.
I mean, maybe like hit her in the shoulder.
I think it's to be playful.
Yeah.
But then he
broke my
throws
glasses.
it, calls her name, so she turns, hits her in the eye, cracks her glasses. So
that was really weird.
There's a lot that I didn't like about the movie. But what I did like about the movie were the random product placement / things that Nick Cage got hit by.
Yes. Yeah.
So
that was the highlight.
So it's like Nick Cage goes, "Oh, I get things thrown at me, because they recognize me. They throw
What's a frosty?
Yes. And that's the first thing. He's like, oh, I got hit with the frosties. And Michael Caine's like, why did you get hit with the frosty? What is a frosty? It's powder.
That was probably one of the best parts. I would say the best part of the movie. Just Michael Caine just being so just not knowing,
right?
Because it was not important to him at all in his life, and he's just so like,
yes,
what's a frosty?
But it's weird because they always like, what is a frosty? Yeah. But then later on, it's like camel toe. You don't know what camel toe is?
Yes.
Right.
It's like what?
Yeah, that's.
It means you're tough.
Yeah, that was. Oh yeah, then there was the random montage of camel toes.
Yes.
That was weird.
Very weird.
And then because then I forget when. It's like another time when Nick Cage is going by the house. He has that interaction with his ex-wife's new
boyfriend.
Russ,
right?
Yeah. Russ, that's right.
Yeah. Because they're talking. Is this when they're having a heated conversation, kind of?
Right.
And then he's like, I think you should step back.
Right.
Yeah. Yep.
But then he says the line, he's an asshole. I hate his face. His asshole face. Yeah.
That and he says something along the lines of like pork fuck. Yeah.
Pork fuck. Which I put a question mark next to. I'm like, pork fuck?
Yeah, I wrote, like, is this supposed to be a comedy? Because like you guys saying it, I'm just like, oh, that's kind of funny.
Yeah.
While I was watching it, I don't think I laughed at really anything except for like maybe when he got hit with like a piece of chicken. That was kind of funny, but there was nothing
I
that
had
really.
some chuckles.
Yeah.
I can't
Is this
really
supposed to be a
recall.
comedy? I
Is it a
think about that.
dark comedy?
I think I saw it was like
okay.
a dark, but like I said, I laughed like the
laughed.
I didn't laugh at the frosty. I laughed at the chicken, like kind of the montage when he was
Yeah,
getting
the
food. I
yeah.
laughed at the food montage. Other than that, I was just like, I didn't enjoy it. So I was like,
Yeah, because another thing that makes me think Michael Caine's from another planet is he doesn't know what a big gulp is.
Yeah.
yeah. What's a big gulp?
Big gulp, yes. Michael Caine. Yeah.
Oh, Nick Cage should always be Abraham Lincoln.
Yes.
Let's get bring that
Doesn't
up.
matter what movie it is, he should always be Abraham Lincoln.
Oh,
Yeah.
forget who played. Was it Daniel Day-Lewis?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Should have been Nick Cage.
Nick Cage
instead.
all the way, yes. And then he like was with what where was he at doing that? He was just giving a speech somewhere.
I think so. Yeah.
And then there was like one of those women dresses. Yeah, the beer maidens. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And then
that was a weird sex scene.
yeah, that was. It was very weird. He looked like he was not having a good time at all. And she looked like she was having like an attack.
in the Lincoln get up, right?
Yeah.
Weird.
Did he get the hat on?
No.
No, I
Okay.
don't think
No,
so.
because his head kept on like slamming against the
Yeah.
headboard.
And this is about time in the movie where I'm just like everyone just is shitting on Nicolas Cage. That's what it seemed like to me the entire movie. Like he's trying his best
Yeah.
Right.
to like get his family in order. He realizes he goofed up and he's trying his hardest and like he just gets crapped on the entire time. Like, how is this enjoyable? That's what I was thinking right now. I'm at the part where I'm just like, I don't know. So
The creepy scene where the counselor's taking pictures of his son.
Yes.
Yeah. No shirt
like,
on.
I don't like.
That was a film camera, and he's taking a lot of photos.
Right.
I noticed that. I was like, that's going to be very expensive to develop.
But it's just like, I mean, because how old is the son supposed to be?
he's in high school?
Yeah, I think he was just in high
Okay, so
school.
he's at least 15, 16.
Yeah.
You're well past stranger danger at that point.
Oh, yeah.
You gotta know something's
Yes.
not
Yeah.
right about
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
You think? Well, yes.
He's like,
2005.
maybe we
Yeah.
should, you know, he's
It's
like,
not like it's like the 80s or
And,
something
it
like.
doesn't matter if he was his drug counselor. Like that doesn't. And it's why are you hanging out with your rehabilitation counselor?
Oh, was it?
That was his drug counselor.
Oh, I didn't know if that was like a counselor from like school or something.
No, that
or-
was because I guess his son was having drug problems, so he had to go to a counselor, and that was him.
that was a nice house.
Yeah.
No, not the counselor.
I was gonna say.
No,
The mansion. Fucking,
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm pointing over there.
Field.
Yeah, because like what he's like, yeah, you getting in shape, and he's like, we
Yeah.
should take some sweet before and after pictures.
Yeah. It was just weird.
It's a whip your shirt off.
And I understand why it was in the movie. You know, I kind of understand it because Nick Cage is sticking up for his kid and
Right.
like that kind of thing. I think it was just too much on my end. I don't really need to see.
I mean,
Maybe like once, like the mall thing, and then I don't know. It was a little weird. It was, but it should be in the movie. I'm agreeing with it, but I just thought it was a little.
oh, it should be in the movie now. You perv.
in every movie.
Gone in 60 seconds. Take off your shirt.
I hope the new Jungle Book movie has it.
Well, he's only wearing a loincloth.
I
so.
know.
Two dicks. Gobble, gobble.
Things killing, yeah.
Gobble, gobble, motherfucker.
So dumb.
So when he's kind of like analyzing or going back about his marriage and why it may have failed, and he goes, "Oh, maybe I should have remembered the tartar sauce."
Well, but doesn't he do counseling first before that? Doesn't him and his
they go to couples therapy.
Okay, that's what it was. Because I wrote down, that's what I was trying to read what this says. I figured it out. Paper trust thing is stupid.
Yeah.
That's what I wrote. I don't remember what happened.
So
I'm glad.
the person leading it, the therapist or whatever, she's like, I forgot how she words it, but she basically says like, what's something that you're embarrassed about that like you haven't told your partner or something? Yeah. And Nick Cage's like, the pornography. And then the therapist is like, write it down. Don't say it.
Yeah.
But then basically, so they would write, each person, would write down something that they did that their partner didn't know. They would fold it, give it to their partner, but each person would not read it.
Yeah. And of course, not even 5 minutes kind of go by type thing. And Nick Cage reads his.
Right.
Which shows you what kind of person he is too, kind of a little bit. So
piece of shit.
Yeah. No, I don't think anybody was really likable except Michael Caine. And not his character really, just Michael Caine in general. I enjoyed it.
His wife was very shrieky.
And in the beginning, like he was a dick, Michael Caine. Do you remember that? In the beginning, Nick Cage is over there. Like he was very short with Nick Cage. And it's until he found out he had cancer is when he started reaching out to his son. Yeah. Then he's like, I have a son. Maybe I should be a dad to him. That kind of thing.
Right.
Yeah.
So it was just, all of it was.
I do like when so it's like, so it's when the mom finds out that the counselor's doing all the fucked up shit. So Nick Cage goes to the house, and then Russ tries to step in, and he's like, hey, he's pretty upset.
Yeah,
and he's like, step to the side, man. Like, I want to go talk to my son.
Yeah,
he's like, no, man. Blah blah blah. And he takes out his gloves and slaps him like an old fashioned duel.
Yep.
I was pretty happy about that. I like the glove slap.
Yeah, like, who's Russ to say what he can and can't do?
Right. Yeah, it's a douchey move.
Yeah, definitely.
Spotted the Rock and Roll McDonald's.
Oh, I must have missed it. Yeah.
I don't think it's there anymore.
No, it's gone. I went there. Yeah.
Biggie. What?
I was going to pour some up for my homies.
I guess it is your house.
Yeah. Yeah, throw! I don't know.
Dicks. And Rainforest Cafe. The worst restaurant ever.
It is the worst. Yeah, I've been there once. And it was one too many. Right there for a second. I liked when he picked up archery. I've always wanted. I wanted to get a bow for a long time.
Same here.
For years, I've always wanted a bow. And now after watching this again, I'm like,
you're not gonna be like the little girl when you start learning, right?
Kinda. I want to try. I just want to like spend a lot on lessons. And like first time, I'm just like I don't want to do this. And I have the guy look at me like, what's wrong with this? Boo boo. Kiss it.
How old are you?
Like I could be your dad.
Oh my.
Pout for like 50 minutes.
I don't know why I just thought of this. So back when I was in kindergarten, there was this kid who I shot with an arrow. No, there was this kid who was doing a temper tantrum, and he was going, and then he like ran into the closet door 3 times, and he went. There was also a time where a girl it wasn't throw up. But she sneezed, and it was blue, and lots of bubbles. And I remember a kid yelling, "Ew, bubbles!"
There was a time, I think it was it must have been maybe freshman or sophomore year of high school. And I'm sitting in I don't know what class it was. I remember I just wasn't paying attention. And so I'm just kind of looking around at everybody in class just because I wasn't care about what was going on. And I look at this kid and I could see him kind of shaking a bit.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, something's going to happen here. I got to focus on this. He leans back and he sneezes into his hand. A huge sneeze. And he pulls his hand back and there's just gallons of mucus.
Oh my God.
Coming out of his nose and mouth into his hand. Like he had to cup both hands together to hold it all.
Oh my God.
So I'm watching this. I'm not breathing. He takes it and he goes right back in his mouth. And he's Hold on.
What? You're telling the story.
I know. I'm gonna throw up. And he takes it and he swallows.
Why would you tell that story?
It's a great story.
This is in high school?
This is in high school.
Oh my God.
Like grade school, I kind of get it, but
And one other person saw this. It's something.
was it a guy or girl?
Guy.
Okay.
It's something I'll never forget. Like, it had such an impact on my life, and it was. I was dying. I was
Laughing or like grossed out?
both.
Okay.
I was like, oh my God. I think I actually got to go to the bathroom.
Good.
Because I couldn't control myself in class. It was. You do?
No, I'm good. The only thing I could kind of compare, but not really.
Yeah.
7th grade. We're at a school assembly, and this kid, he had broken his arm in the football game. And the football game. We have one football game a year. The high school football. So it was a couple. So he had the cast on for a while, and like he's just like there's some sort of assembly, like being good to each other, and he's just like staring there, and then all of a sudden he starts like picking inside his cast, and he just starts he's picking in there, pulls out like the cotton, and he just eats it.
Oh no!
And me and my buddy, we're looking, and he goes, I'm like, do you know how?
Yeah.
Like, do you know how?
Well, that just like it's obviously like it's just like dirty and gross,
Right.
But then I'm just thinking like the chemicals or whatever they put,
chemicals?
so it's,
Oh, yeah.
like
Sanitize,
hardened.
Yeah.
or that, yeah.
I have another one if you want.
Go ahead.
Freshman year, this kid, he had a blister on his hand. It took up his entire palm.
How did he get that?
I have no idea what he did.
Wicked high five.
Yeah, oh man, like it was, and I remember sitting like a couple desks from him, and
It broke the sound barrier.
he was showing people.
Hey, dick face.
So like before class, you know, how you had like the few minutes before class, you know, to like talk and stuff.
Grace period or whatever.
So he's showing everyone in class. Everyone's like, "Oh, gross, whatever," you know. And then during class, I remember they were showing something on like a projector screen, so it was dark in the class. And so I'm like sitting there, and I'm like, my interest is peaked already. Like I'm like,
By the projector or the blister?
The blister, because
I love projectors.
Because I knew the kid. I don't remember him now, but I remember that time. Like I knew he was gonna do something. I didn't know what. I knew because he was a weird kid, you know. And so I'm like watching, looking at him, and then I see him like playing with it.
No, I don't like where
And
this is
then
going.
all of a sudden you hear a splash.
Oh, what?
My water broke.
I'm watching him, and I watch him do it, and he picked it open, and all the fluid splashed onto his desk and ground. And I see him, and he raises his hand that had the blister on it, and he said the teacher's name, whatever the teacher's name was. He's like, "I had an accident." Jesus. And everyone's looking, and there's just blister goop and shit all over. Oh man. Those were like my high school highlights, just because I didn't want to be there.
Yeah.
So I kind of just like would find any kind of entertainment I had. So yeah, those were some of them. Yeah. Oh God.
Blister Goop is a good name for like a 90s punk band.
Yeah, it actually is. Yeah. I like that. I
That's
think,
disgusting.
yeah, it was pretty gross. So
Now that we've grossed out our entire listener base.
Hey, how about that apple pie that was thrown?
There's a few of them.
yeah, that
No, the apple pie where he gets hit by it and then chases the car down.
Right.
That was awesome.
That was awesome.
That was pretty awesome. Yeah. No, I liked when the person just threw the chicken. The piece of fried chicken at him, because it did nothing. It was just a piece of fried chicken. Like
well, yeah, because there's a montage of
that was pretty funny. I enjoyed. Like I said, I had like a few points where I'm like, that's funny, that's cool, but the rest of it, whatever, you know. Yeah, I probably wrote good job about the pie thing. because it was a good job at the pie thing.
I mean, the pie stain's there for like the rest of the movie.
Yeah, it is.
Almost.
Yeah, which I thought it was funny because you kept on seeing people stare at it. So whenever they talked to him, they kind of look at it. He had no clue. I'm sure he knew, but he didn't pay any attention to it. I thought it was funny.
When he beats up the pedophile, I laughed out loud because he basically walks up the stairs to the guy's house and then throws the camera at his face.
Yeah. You gotta stop. He just wails on him. Good for Nick Cage to do that too.
When I forget when he says it. I think when Michael Caine's at the hospital and then Nick Cage is on the phone with his wife and they're going back and forth about something.
I think it's about the son and
it must be.
Yeah.
And then Michael Caine kind of overhears it and then Nick Cage tries to not show turmoil between him and his wife,
in front of his daughter.
Right. But then Michael Caine overhears this payphone conversation.
Yeah.
And doesn't he have a cell phone?
He does.
Why is he on the payphone? Whatever.
He's in New York, so maybe a long distance.
Yes. Can't use up those minutes. So Michael Caine overhears this and he says the line, "This shit life, we must chuck some things."
Oh, I don't remember that.
Yeah, because he's and it's I guess it's supposed to be kind of funny because he's chuck it. What's this chuck it mean? Why would someone chuck it?
Yeah, I remember that part.
So then he says the line this shit life, we must chuck some things.
Yeah, he says it a couple times.
Right.
That. Yeah.
I don't know.
But
made me chuckle.
What makes me laugh about that is because Nicolas Cage and his ex or wife or whatever, they're talking about Russ, and Nicolas Cage calls him a dildo, which is funny.
Yeah.
But then Michael Caine and Nicolas Cage talk a little bit, and then Michael Caine is basically well, I'm out of here. But as he turns and walks away, he's like, dildo. It's
but yeah, and then at some point Nick Cage starts to take up archery himself.
Yeah. Which those scenes were kind of awesome.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I enjoy those. Yeah, that was neat. I like the scene where he was in the winter and he was shooting at that. They were covered in ice. That was cool. Just shit in the ice.
That's basically just right on, right by the lake in Chicago.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, that looks badass. Yeah. And I was like, oh yeah, I should take up archery in the winter in front of Lake Michigan.
Yes, definitely. I thought the living funeral was weird.
No, it's an Irish wake. Or no, it's not an Irish wake. I've heard of that thing though.
Yeah, I've heard of it too.
It's a good idea.
It's a good idea.
But I know. I just think it's weird. That's all. I'm not saying it's bad.
To hear all the fabulous things people have to say about me,
dude. People would say such bad stuff about me. I just know it.
You don't know that.
Angry.
Well, just don't invite those people.
Yeah. I was like, why would those people be there?
So it'll be like your mom and your cat. It'll be cool.
Exactly. Yeah, I love my mom and my cat.
Oh, he's just hungry.
I don't have a cat yet. I'm looking at everybody, but I'll get one because it's going to happen soon. Give me 2 months, I think.
Great.
It's going to be awesome. We'll be recording and we'll jump on it. Yeah, I know. That's why they're the best. No loyalty. Cats are awesome.
Terrible.
Just wait. Yeah, my sister just adopted 2 cats in your face. I got nothing else.
Your face.
What do we got? Dude, okay, so after the living wake,
yes.
I felt bad for Nick Cage where he's trying to do his thing.
Right.
Why didn't they let him finish afterwards? I don't care how long.
It makes sense though.
No, that's his son.
Right.
That's his son.
But you're talking about the live.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, no, because it is. I could see that happening to where he starts his speech.
Yeah.
The power goes out.
Yes.
And by the time the power comes back on, people are just kind of they're over it. Yeah. I could see that happen.
I understand it, but I thought it was super disrespectful because if that's the last time that Nick Cage can really, I won't say the last time, if that's a venue where Nick Cage is going to say something where he would say at the funeral, but his dad can hear it, how are you going to say no to that? How could you say no?
What's he say? My dad.
Like a rock.
Well, yeah, it's like my dad. Yeah. When I think of my dad, I think of Bob Seger's song Like a Rock.
Right.
Like a rock.
Yeah. And then the part where they're in the car that got to me. Like,
that was good.
That was kind of tough to sit through and watch because it was just sad, you know. Like Michael Caine's like, I don't really understand why. Nick Cage explains it to him, and Michael Caine's like, I guess I kind of get it. Like he didn't really get it, you could tell.
Yeah,
he kind of, but he knew that his son was like again reaching out again, and like this is like I don't know how to express it, but this is the song that makes me. This is how this is how I see you, you know. And so it was nice to see Nick Cage and that thing.
I don't know. So Bob Seger in the Silver Bullet Band, not Bland. Sorry, it's Bob Seger. He's still alive. Rip. So he has like a lot of these like really good songs, but then like there's this song. What is it? We've Got Tonight. I
think I know.
It's like his slower of the songs.
Yeah.
So all I can picture is like you go to a Bob Seger show and there's that one guy who's there to see that song.
Yeah.
He's like, we got tonight. It's like it's mostly like, you know, just like probably like burly guys and stuff like that.
Of course.
Yeah, it's just that image always made me laugh.
It's very funny.
We'll close out the show with that song. Why don't you stay? No, okay.
No, I know the song. Yeah,
no, fuck me, right?
So that's really the last time he sees his dad, right? At this point,
I think so.
because he's like, I think after that for the call, he's like, and that's the last time. Like now it's the real funeral.
Yeah. Yep.
And that's I thought it was funny when he's gets out of the car with his umbrella and he's walking towards, you know, where his dad's getting buried, and his daughter is walking toward him all dumpy. Like, and like she has no umbrella. She's just completely soaked. And like looking at her and watching her do that, like throughout the movies, watching, I'm just like,
I hate you.
Yeah, pretty much. Yep. Just like that was the moment where I'm just like, this kid is not smart. There's like, she has nothing going for her at all. Nothing. Like, how it was raining and everyone else with umbrellas, she's just like, oh, yeah, I don't know. Whatever. Like that's really how it sounded when she was talking.
Right.
Like it made me not care about her at all. Like I was trying to give her the benefit of the doubt.
Nope.
You know, I guess I'm a good person. I just couldn't anymore.
All those, to rewind. So all those outfits during the fucking clothing montage.
Yeah.
So they go to New York.
Yeah.
Like, oh, go clothes shopping. Because like he wants her.
First time or second time?
I think it's the second time.
Because the first time she tries on a pair of pants.
Yeah.
Right.
And he sees camel toe. He's like, no, we gotta go.
Yeah.
The second time.
Yes.
And it's just like all these, the second time, and it's, first off, all the outfits have an accompanying hats.
Yes.
Which, they all the outfits made me so angry.
Yeah.
But they were all just like very, I don't know, just
posh.
It's like things just out of like a storybook or something, like Mary Poppins or like
trust fund kids. That's what I thought of. I thought of trust fund kids. Kids that don't have that from when they're born to when they died, they don't have to do a thing in their life because their family from way back had money and now they can do whatever they like, and their parents are going to dress them up as dolls.
Which is right, yes.
That's what
they
I
were
thought.
like American Girl outfits.
Yes. Exactly. Yeah.
Yep. Agreed.
Yeah. That's what I thought.
Yes.
So that's why I was like, this is dumb.
Yes.
Oh.
You share? Time. Penis.
What?
Oh no.
I hope that was in the song.
Yeah, it's when you play it backwards.
I'd watch Wizard of Oz.
Penis.
Hey, so that app. Okay, go ahead.
No, go.
Where are we? So it's what? So that okay? We went back. Now we're jumping back to the funeral, which I felt super bad. Like Nick Cage's mom, she's an ass at the funeral. Did you see what she did? She's holding the umbrella, and the water dripping off of it is dripping onto Nick Cage's shoulder the entire time.
I didn't recognize.
I recognized it. I saw because I was like,
recognize.
well, because I hate that. Like, have you been like everyone's holding umbrellas by each other? I've been. Like,
I don't use umbrellas.
I've recently started in the past few years. I've started,
and I I've never bought an umbrella and I've never used an umbrella, but the house that I bought has an umbrella.
It's haunted.
The umbrella or the house?
Your umbrella.
Well, I was going to say I was going to use that umbrella.
Use it. It's not haunted. I was making a funny, and it wasn't very funny anyways. So just use the umbrella.
Ella.
A. I know the song.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Umbrella. It's just
You're like umbrella. You're an umbrella person. Or you're not. I think
I'm not.
I am. I'm gonna get a nice one because the one I have now is from like
a nice one opposed to a not nice one.
Yeah, because they make cheapo ones too.
Yeah,
I have a cheapo one.
They make ones that are more like wind resistant.
Yeah, yeah. I think I was watching like on YouTube, like 10 crazy things in Japan, and one umbrella. They're holding it
made of wasabi.
It was the umbrella.
Spicy.
Coming off of like the section was like a plastic thing, but they weren't connected, so you can open up through it, so people can go and come there with you. But it was like so the rain, like so you know when it rains, something it's like side rain, so it kind of protected you on the side too.
Side rain, very wet.
I loved it. Good times.
It sounds like that just sounds like.
I wouldn't want it.
But how would that fold up nice and compact?
Hey, listen, bro.
Hey, listen. It's not my fault. Like a dumb idea.
Hey, Japan comes up with crazy stuff, man.
They do.
It's awesome.
Vending machines that dispense underwear that's been worn.
Yes, I don't. Yeah, I guess I don't know. Yum yum. Yum yum.
He found the pill. Not birth control. Toka and Razor from Ninja Turtle 2. Take birth control.
Ugh. Me pregnant. Yum yum. I don't know. They're monsters.
Is that him? Like, what's yum yum? You're pointing.
Pregnant.
Oh, like I thought he was calling the kids like
I don't know
his genitals like yum yum.
Hey, why not, man? Do what he wants.
I can think of a couple reasons why not. Yum yum. You want something that's yum yum?
Okay.
He starts carrying around bow and arrow.
Yes. Bow and arrow does that. His daughter is just not into it. And he's like, why would you want to do this? She's like, oh, we'll go to hunting.
Yeah.
Well, that's another point where I realized his daughter is just like something's wrong with her. Just wrong with her.
Yeah.
Right.
You know? And she's like, well, either that or Nick Cage just didn't ask questions. He's like, oh, you're interested? Okay, good. Here's bow and arrow. You know, she wants to kill animals. You know? That's like the first sign.
Up.
Yeah.
That's a big sign. Isn't it many serial killers?
Yes.
Many serial killers.
Yes. Yeah. I've listened to many serial killer podcasts, so I know.
Cool, dude. I'm not going to piss you off.
I got to sneeze. It's like stuck in my nose.
It's just not happening. Gallons.
It's like what was that show on Nickelodeon? Or Double Dare too. Double Dare had it.
The goo out of the nose. Yes.
There was also that show, like it was a show, and it was like the people would stand behind like a counter thing.
Yeah.
And it was like oh God, you said the word, you got slimed. Yeah. And the slime would come out. That's
like every.
No, it was an actual show, like in the early '80s.
Summer Sanders was on it.
Was Summer Sanders?
Yes.
I know she
was the early 80s.
She had her own game show.
90s.
Yeah.
No, but there was a show before that.
They would have a guest on, and then they'd have to guess what that guest could do, or what they invented, or whatever. Yeah.
Fuck, what was that?
I don't know what that was called, but...
The one in the 90s?
Yes.
I'm thinking mine's much earlier.
It's the 90s, dude. Trust me. It's not Double Dare. It's...
I know what you're talking about, but there's an earlier one that I used to watch when I was a kid. I'm serious, yeah.
Dude, if you're watching us on YouTube, write it down in the comments before we say it out loud.
Exactly. Do it.
3, 2, 1. Write it down in the comments right now. And hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell.
Hit it.
Summer Sanders. Nick. How the fuck do you spell Nickelodeon?
Nick O.
Yeah, it was called You Can't Do That on Television. That's what it was called. You Can't Do That on Television. It was on Nickelodeon.
I don't.
Yeah, here we go. You Can't Do That on Television. Locally aired in 1979 before airing in...
Figure it out. It's Figure It Out.
There it is.
before it airing
Look at this
internationally.
nerd.
Yeah, 1981.
Look at that kid.
That's a nerd. I remember watching that. See, yeah, right there. You can do it on television.
That looks
What
made
did
up.
That's weird.
Yeah, Wikipedia.
What was her name?
Yeah,
Someone-
that's
His
true.
name's Chris.
Nerd.
I just
Want to go with computers. What was her name? Summer Sanders?
Yeah.
What was she famous
She
from?
was an Olympic swimmer.
Yeah, Olympic
Swimmer,
swimmer. Yeah.
Look at that. Hunter. Yeah. Let's see that kid. He's so
Didn't she
excited.
do another show later on about sports?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like Channel 7, like
Yeah.
early in the morning.
Yeah, this started in Canada.
Huh?
This one here. It was on CTV. Yeah. See, there's a picture right there. The kid, see, gets slimed. 1980s. I told
Cheddar
you.
Goblin. Yeah. Goblin good. I mean, what else? Is there anything else we need to go
That's
over here?
pretty much it. I mean, at
Nothing works out the way you predict. He's like, no, you remember what he said? He's like, nothing worked out the way I predict. Of course, nothing works out the way you predict.
Does he end up taking the job?
Yes. Yeah, of course. Yeah, he does.
Yeah,
And-
because he says people don't throw things at me anymore, but maybe that's because I
Yeah.
wear a bow.
Yeah, and he so everything
as in bow and arrow, not
things
like
are starting,
bow.
and it's just like I didn't from the. I'm not gonna say the beginning because I wasn't sure what it was about. Like, excuse me. I wasn't sure what was going to happen throughout the movie. I just, so at first I'm like, I open mind, take it in. I think about the part where, a little after he was talking to his dad to where we started talking to his wife and I saw the kids is when I just kind of was like, I don't need to watch this anymore. That was the point where I was already done. Yeah. Like, well, I couldn't relate to any of it.
Yeah.
There was like, and so I found out that during this time, a lot of movies that were like where the parents were they didn't like express like emotion to the kids and the kids were the divorcing and all that kind of stuff like that. This was like the era, like the early 2000s, around this time, a lot of movies were like The Weatherman because it was that generation that their parents were kind of like that. Not everybody. I'm just generalizing it. It was just kind of like that. And this is after me speaking with somebody that was kind of had the same
Right.
that grew up in that kind of environment, and they watched this movie, and they related to them. It's one of their favorites. It was 100% they related to this because they were just like, okay, the family dynamic, same. The parents, same. Like there's certain thing you thought things were gonna be like, no, they're not. Like all that kind of stuff, and they like loved it. I could see why I didn't. Because I couldn't relate to really anything going on in any of it. It didn't sit with me at all. So
True that.
yeah. I mean, if you were like from like your parents were very aloof, and
Despondent.
Good word.
and just the stuff like that, I think you might have a better appreciation for the movie. But if like you just give me like a decent upbringing, whatever, I don't think you really like my upbringing was okay, but it wasn't. I never. Nothing
Except
like
the
this.
counselor taking pictures of you, but I get it.
Yeah. What?
What?
I don't know.
Bubbles.
Oh, I was thinking of something, but I'm like, isn't it funny how when you have thoughts, like
Thoughts are funny.
Well, you can have like, because I just had like 10 thoughts in like a millisecond.
Oh my God. That just reminded me. Okay. Last thing.
Those are run away.
The whole tartar sauce flashback.
Yes.
That gave me anxiety.
Yes.
When he's having all the thoughts.
Yes.
Like, ooh.
Hey.
And it's, I don't know.
That's me. That's
All the time.
It sucks.
The most memorable part about that scene for me though is because first he's like looking at some girl's ass. He's like, I'd like to put my face in there.
Dude,
I was like, that was weird. But then he starts having all these thoughts.
Yeah.
They're all overlapping.
Yeah.
But one of them is, I wish I had two dicks. It's like,
I didn't get that, but that chick had a nice butt.
yeah.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, so that's all I have to say about that.
You're right.
So yeah, understandable for him.
Could be the genes, though.
You mean her parents?
Also true.
Touche.
Oh.
I don't know. Somewhere along the line, genes started doing wonders for people.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Just saying.
So
It's like holding things together. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No, I'm saying.
That's my new show. Jeans. You know what I'm saying? You need yourself a man. You need to find Jesus. Yeah.
Your man's
Don't you know when your man's always falling in the bed? Do you remember Do you remember the show Forgive or Forget?
Kind of.
It was on UPN.
Kind of.
It was like this big church-going lady.
Yeah.
And it's like, you need to forgive or forget. So it's like, oh, my wife cheated on me. You know? And so like, you need to go to the door and see if she forgives or forgets. And so like, you know, like, because obviously it starts where they had the conversation, blah, blah, blah. And like, they need to go to this door to see if their person, their significant other, forgives or forgets them. Yeah. So if they forgave them when they open up the door, they'd be, but if they forgot them, it was just a black screen.
Yeah. I remember that.
Like,
yeah. I guess it's over. I mean, that was the end of the movie. Like,
he went to the door and there was a black screen.
But there wasn't really a conclusion, I don't feel.
Yeah, this ending was weird.
Yeah, it was. He took the job in New York. He's
still like unhappy.
He's so unhappy. He sees his kids every weekend. The only thing I could think of was that he's realized that, okay, I can't like predict how my life's going to turn out. So all I can do is make the best of what's given to me. You know? So that's the only thing I could take away from it. But that's not spelled out to you. It's almost as if like you're just to take away what you got from the movie. Like that's what they wanted to do. And I don't really like when movies kind of do that because like I don't mind taking away what I want from the movie, but I don't want it I'm gonna say forced onto me. But that's what I usually do with movies anyway. Sometimes I take something on a movie that somebody else doesn't. You know? So let me make that decision. Don't like say, all right, here's an open-ended thing. It's like reading a book and you're super into it, and the end there's no
figure it out.
There's nothing at the end. You're just like, okay, well, I guess that was a waste of time, you know. So,
the whole like corn dog thing at the end was weird, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, because we forgot the part where him and his son are at the mall.
Yeah, that's at the end.
Towards the end, the corn dog part. Yeah, I thought that was just a nice scene because it was just Nick. It showed a dad with his son. His dad protecting his son.
Awkward.
It was completely awkward, completely. But it showed that Nick Cage, like, I mean, he cared for his son, but because he's not a stand-up guy throughout any of this, and that's like the one thing really in the movie he did to show that he's a protector of his family, you know. And then he's there, he's got his arm around his kid. He's like, "This is awkward." Yeah, and the kid
too far away.
So right, that's the thing. Yeah.
Yeah, and then the kid just sitting there, just eating his corn dog with a smile on his face. I'm like, this is super awkward.
Yeah,
but I also think not a lot, but I think some family stuff can be awkward.
Right.
You know, it can be.
Yeah, but it was weird though, because Nicolas Cage says something like, "Oh, like don't be getting into adult situations."
Yeah, you're a kid.
But then it like zooms in on like a half-eaten corn dog. I was like, oh.
Yeah, I agree. It was awkward and weird and everything, but I just think it just showed showed Nick Cage being a dad. Really, they only did it a few times in the movie, so it just stuck out to me. That's all I got.
Budget for this movie?
Any trivia or anything?
Yes, I'll do that after budget. Okay. Budget was $22 million.
It probably didn't do well.
Box office, how do you think it did?
I'd say 35. Give it a little bit up there. Not crazy, though.
You said 22?
Yes.
I'm going to go 23.8.
19 million.
I was going to say 19. Fuck!
I was told you to. You didn't hear me though.
Oh, dude, because I was on a roll for like the past two movies.
Yeah, you've done very well.
It.
Yeah.
Oh, go with your gut.
Gotta have confidence in yourself.
Trivia. The food that
Trust yourself. Trust yourself. Trust yourself. That's good. We got to record that. We did.
Yeah, we did record it. The food that hits Nicolas Cage throughout the film is thrown by director.
The Trust Yourself ringtone. Sorry, go ahead.
Food that hits Nicolas Cage throughout the film is thrown by director Gore Verbinski.
That's kind of funny.
Paramount Pictures suggested that the production be shot in Canada, but Gore Verbinski and Nicolas Cage both insisted it be shot in Chicago.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chi-town, Windy City.
Al Bundy.
Southside.
Like how he does. Yeah.
While shooting the film in February, Gore Verbinski was surprised to find that the weather in Chicago was warm and it actually didn't snow. So they actually had to recreate snow from scratch.
Yeah, that's Chicago, basically.
What months?
February.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it happened. Dude, in the middle of January and stuff, you can have like a 40, 50 degree day.
Planting the garden. Am I right?
Yeah, tomatoes.
Yikes. The Naperville Central High School was the marching band that was in the final parade.
Oh,
Oh, well, look at them. They did it.
your alma mater.
Yeah. Go.
Wascatats.
Yeah. All right. I think we fooled the audience.
It's a fucked up cat.
That in the
Look it up. Look it up in the dictionary. We'll wait. Dictionary.
find the book. Look it up. It'll take it'll take a while, but
Sorry, go ahead.
the WCH scenes were shot on the set of WGN.
I was
familiar.
Yeah, I was like, this is probably WGN. So yeah. Well,
Nice.
How's it? Top three. How we feel about the beer?
Beer was all right. It's a porter.
Yeah,
yeah,
you know?
okay.
it's like it's a solid porter, but like I really didn't get any of the caramel,
Yeah, I didn't-
chocolate,
yeah, I didn't get any of that.
velvety.
I didn't get any of it.
A little disappointed.
Yeah, me too.
2 point. No.
Wait,
I'm going to. Wait,
do you want to do
what?
it together?
We're going to try.
I'm gonna go with my gut. I'm gonna say exactly what I'm gonna say, and we're gonna say it at the same time. And if we don't match, it's just because we don't agree at that moment.
Okay.
I'm on 3. 1, 2. No, after 3. I'll go 1, 2, 3. Say it.
Okay.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. 3.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Wascatats.
Help me.
I'm endangered.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. 3.
Oh, you rating.
2.5.
No. Average.
Solid average.
Solid average.
Oh wait. We recommend.
What?
The movie?
Yeah.
Yeah, / top 3.
Oh, okay. So who wants to go first?
You.
Okay. Top 3. What did we watch?
Do you recommend it first?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
I'd say only if you are in these certain circumstances of how he lived this life is lived. Like, don't bother. I would say Mandy, 8mm, Firebirds.
Mm-hmm. Solid movies.
Yeah.
I don't recommend this. Just didn't do anything for me.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Mandy, Con Air, Lord of War.
Look
Lord
at
of
that.
War.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, that was mine last week, I think.
Okay.
But you have to go back and listen.
Two-parter.
Yeah, do it.
Oh, yeah.
Both parts, not just one.
No, yeah.
Because you missed out on the second part.
Right.
That's why I said both.
That's how it works.
Recommend.
I don't recommend it.
Okay.
But it was neat to be like, oh, there's that in Chicago, and there's State Street, and there's like Short
Right.
Drive, and there's
Yeah.
like, so that was neat.
Yeah, you could just look at a map.
Yeah.
A map.
I'm going to go buy an atlas.
Yeah, I was gonna say, buy an atlas.
I'm going to go to a truck stop and get an atlas.
You can go on Getty Images.
Getty Images.
Top 3: Vampire's Kiss, Mandy.
Is this in order?
Vampire's Kiss, Mandy. Yes.
My top 3 aren't. They're just...
Yeah. Like Face Off and Gone in 60 Seconds is kind of tied.
Okay.
There it is.
That's, I think it's everything.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah. Next week, 2006, The Wicker Man.
That's right.
You watched it.
Yeah. Like 5 hours ago.
Yeah. That'll do it. I do have to pee.
Me too.
Weird. Hashtag me too. Here we go. Bye-bye.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, I guess. We know you ladies love us. So follow us, iTunes, Stitcher, Podcast Addict. Watch us on YouTube. Hit that like button. Hit that notification bell. Just watch us. You know you'll love it.